Um, I got a few requests on how I do reselling. Um, I started it back in 1999. We had bought our first home. We lived up in New Jersey, and we had bought our first home. And I was a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys at that time. And I said, I go to my husband. I said, we can stuff we're not using. I said, we could try to sell it. So I started eBay. That was my first platform that I started on, was eBay. And I started with, things around the house that we were no longer needing, that were in new or like new condition. I had a few things that were new conditioned, that were brand new, that I hadn't even taken out of the box. And I told my husband, I said, if I haven't used it now, I said, I'm probably never going to use it. I said, so let's, start selling this stuff off. At that time, things that wouldn't sell on eBay, my husband was going to the flea market, and he would take them down there and he would try to sell them down at the flea market. My suggestion would be, if you're going to do something like eBay, or now I deal with Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark, and not so much more on eBay because they've changed so many rules and everything lately. But I do every now and then that with something which I know will sell real quick on eBay, I will post it there. My bigger, bulkier items that will cost a lot to ship, I put those on Facebook Marketplace. This way it's free, the listing is free. You don't have to worry about any fees or anything on Facebook Marketplace. I figure, let me show my face a little bit because you pretty much see just my hands most of the time. And I says, I will talk to you about a little bit about that. But like I said, Poshmark and Mercari and eBay, they all charge fees on anything that you sell on their platforms. eBay charges 10%. Now, if you charge shipping, they also charge you 10% on the shipping. So, say if you sell something for $8 and you charge $2 for shipping, they're going to charge you 10% on $10, which is going to be $1. So right away, right off the bat, you're going to be losing $1. Then, of course, with PayPal also charges fees. It's not as much as eBay. I think it's, it's anywhere from 2.5% to 5%, somewhere in that range. I'm not sure exactly, because when you're dealing with Poshmark and Mercari, Poshmark, I believe, does not deal with PayPal. You deal directly through Poshmark. So, one flat fee for Poshmark. They take taxes out on certain items. So, you have to keep a running total of the taxes they take out for the end of the year. Mercari does the same thing. And you have to have, I believe, $600 or more for the fees or in sales or something like that. I usually just take it out regardless if I meet the $600 or not. If I get a 1099, I think they call it. If I get one of those in the mail, then I claim it. If not, then I just claim it myself if I can, and I just do it that way. But I always take out a certain percentage for the sales tax. As far as how I got started, that's how I got started. I started selling things in the house that we were no longer using. And once I started building up a reputation as far as eBay and all that and everything goes, because you get feedback on each item that you sell. So my feedback right now, and I've been in it since 1999, is over like 2,000. 2,000 positive feedback. They can leave neutral, and they can also leave negative feedback for you on eBay. I've had a few negatives in the past, like 3, I think, in the 21 years I've been doing it. And I've had, I think, maybe 1 neutral in that 21 years. But you will get a couple of people that, you know, some of them are very nice. Some of them will say, hey, you know, I received my item and, you know, the item was, you know, got damaged or something in the mail. It does happen, not all the time, but it does happen. Mail people are very rough on the package. If you don't mark it fragile or handle with care, they're just gonna throw it on somebody's doorstep regardless of what's in it. I've seen that happen numerous times. So basically what you want to do is make sure it's very secure. You know, if it's something that you know that's going to be breakable, it's better to ship it in a box. Pack it real nice with like newspaper, bubble wrap, you know, those air pillows. You know, just try to pack it as well as you can. Poshmark is a very good site for any kind of clothing or any accessories. Shoes, purses. I think you can sell jewelry up there, and they just started getting into like some home items. So, but for me, it's very good for clothing, purses, shoes, you know, any accessories, anything like that. Mercari is like eBay, and they take sales taxes out too. So, well, I think eBay's Mercari does charge 10% also, but their shipping is different. If you offer free shipping, that's going to come out of what they bought it for, your profit. Same thing with eBay. You offer free shipping, that's going to come out of your profit. So if you sold something for $25 and you say, okay, you know, I'm going to offer them free shipping, they're going to take 10% out. They're going to take out, it's going to come out of whatever it costs you to ship it, okay, and the fees are going to come out of there for PayPal, because you have to pay fees for PayPal also. So on a $25 item from eBay, and I believe Mercari, you can end up with only making $10. That's why sometimes when you see me doing the update in the savings tracker, and you see, oh, I made $20 on one thing or $10 on another, that's after all the fees were taken out. That's after all the sales tax was taken out, the certain percentage for the sales tax, shipping, all that stuff that was taken out, and that's what my profit was for that particular item that I sold. But anything as far as that goes, let me show you a couple of numbers, you know, the process of what it goes, you know, what you have to go through and all that and everything. So let me turn you guys around and point you down to my book that I have all my stuff written down in. So let me do that, and then I will show you the process of what the percentages and everything like that are. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, let me fix this here so you can see over here. Move the chair over and put that over there. Alrighty, now eBay, they charge you 10% in fees, whether you charge shipping or not. It's 10%. That is what they take out. I don't think they charge you the sales tax, so you're going to have to figure out what the sales tax is going to be. Now, the sales tax is based on what you sold it for plus the shipping, I believe. So the sales tax, and the sales tax, I believe, is what's in your state. Ours down here, I believe, is 6 or 7, I always do 7%, but I think it's like 6.5% or something like that. But I always do 7% just so I know I have enough for the sales tax when I have to file my taxes every year. So $10. Let me move you in a little so you can see that. There we go. All right, $10, and I'm going to do times 7%. It's going to be 70 cents. So if you sell something for $10 on eBay, all right, you have to take out minus $1 minus 70 cents, because the $1 is the 10% that they're going to charge you, because it's going to be $8, say $8 for the item, $2 for shipping, it's going to come out to $10. They're going to charge you 10%, which comes out to $1 that they're going to take as their fees. And then sales tax, you have to figure out the sales tax yourself. So on $10 of the sales tax at 7% is going to be 70 cents. So $10 minus $1 minus 70 is $8.30. All right. Now, you have your shipping in here for $2. Now, if you sell the exact same item for $10, let's just say the item is, all right, let me pull one of the items out of here and I will show you. Let's say it's the makeup brushes, okay? And you sell the makeup brushes for $10 and you charge free shipping. It's going to be $10. All right, now you're charging free shipping, so eBay is still going to take their dollar. Okay, PayPal is going to take, well, sales tax, which is 70 cents. I forgot to do the PayPal one up here, which I think that's 5%, and that's also on $10 times 5%, which is going to be an additional 50 cents for PayPal. So this is going to be fees, eBay fees. This is going to be taxes. Let me just write it down here and go eBay. All right, so you just can see that. eBay item is going to be $10. Okay. Fees is going to be $1. All right. Now you have your taxes, which is going to be 70 cents. And then you're going to have your PayPal fees. All right, which is, we'll just say 5%, which is going to be an additional 50 cents. All right. PayPal, I think it's different. It's anywhere from, I think, 2.5% to 5%. It is less than 10%, that I know for sure. But I believe it's based on the item and how much it's sold for, as how much they charge for the percentage. So I'm just going to say 5%, which would be 50 cents from the $10. So $10 minus $1 minus 70 cents minus 50 cents, $7.80 is what your profit is. Providing it's something that you had around the house that you were selling. If you bought an item and say the item cost you $3, then you got to minus the $3 from the $7.80, which would make you a profit. Minus $3 would equal $4.80 would be your profit from $10. That is with eBay. Okay. Now, if you charge free shipping, you're still going to have the $10, well, to say the $8, because we said $8 for the item. So eBay item that's sold for $8. Now they're still going to take their fees at 10%, which is going to be 80 cents. There's still going to be taxes at 5% on the $8, which is going to be 40 cents. You're still going to have your PayPal fees, which is going to be, we're going to do 5%, which is going to be 40 cents. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Taxes is not that. Taxes is $8 times 7%, which is 56 cents. Excuse me. Getting ahead of myself here. All right, there we go. I should have used an erasable pen. That's right. Okay. So, the same exact item, charging $2 shipping, all right, would be $4.80. Okay. Now, without charging shipping, and you charge free shipping, all right, eBay is still going to take their 10%. The taxes are still going to be 7%, which is in my state. 5% for PayPal, all right. Whatever it costs you for the item, this is the item cost, which would be $3. So you would have to minus all that, then on top of the shipping. So say it costs you $2 to ship that item out. So you have to put shipping and handling, $2, and then item cost, we will say $3 for the item cost. You're not going to make a lot of money. $8 minus 80 cents minus 56 cents minus 40 cents minus $2 minus $3. You're only going to end up with a profit of $1.24. It's the same exact item. Say something like this, same exact item, without charging the shipping, and you're going to do the free shipping yourself, which would be the $2, you're only going to make $1.24. But if you charge shipping, would be $10, that would be $8 for the item, $2 for shipping. They're going to charge you $1 fee, $1 for the fees, 70 cents for taxes, 50 cents for PayPal fees. They're going to charge you, if you pay $3 for that item, you got to deduct the $3 for that item, and you will make a profit of $4.80 off of $10 here. Here, because you are paying the shipping yourself, so it's $8 for the item, 80 cents for the fees, 56 cents for the taxes, 40 cents for the PayPal fees. You're putting out the $2 from the $8 to ship it, minus the $3 that you paid for that item, and you're only going to make a profit of $1.24. Which, if you're okay with that, when you first started out, I was okay with that because most of the stuff that I was selling was stuff that I had in my home. Things that were brand new that I never used, I probably was never going to use them. Things that were in like new condition, things that were in very good condition. And I would sell those things off because we were no longer using them, but they were still really in really good condition that could be resold, and then if they didn't sell, then we would donate those items. So this way they were out of my home, and I didn't have to worry about taking up space somewhere in a corner that items that were never going to sell or tried to sell and they didn't sell. So that's how I did with that. Now, as far as Mercari, let's go Mercari. Okay, Mercari charges 10%. They charge 10%. Now, I believe with Mercari, you can offer free shipping, and you can also do the shipping too. With PayPal, I believe. The money is sent and then it sits for 4 days, I believe, until they leave some kind of a feedback for you, or a rating. I think Macari calls it a rating. eBay calls it a feedback. And then after, if there is no feedback or anything after 4 days, they automatically release the money to you, and they consider the sale closed. So they cannot come back, say 2 or 3 months down the line, and say, oh, well, I didn't like the item, I want my money back. They can't do that. They have, within that 4 days of them receiving that item, they have to either contact Macari or contact me personally and say, hey, this is not what I wanted. I would like to return it and get my money back. They have 4 days to do that. If they don't do it in that 4 days, or start a process of a return within that 4 days, then that's it. It's a done deal after 4 days. eBay is different as far as that goes. If somebody doesn't like the item 2-3 weeks down the line, and they open up a claim and say, oh, well, I want my money back, they can do that. And I'm like, that's why eBay's changed their rules a lot. I only put up on eBay now things that I know are going to be quick sales, that I know that will sell on eBay. In the beginning, this was the only platform I was using in the beginning, because there was no Macari, there was no Poshmark. At that time, I believe there wasn't a Facebook marketplace at that time. So the only platform I had was eBay. But now all these other ones opened up, Macari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace. So items that I know on eBay that are not going to sell, I could put them on these other platforms, and I can sell them on these other platforms. Now, Macari, I believe they do take sales tax out, and that goes by your state. So, of course, like I said, our state is, taxes is 7%. 6.5%, but I do 7%, just to make sure I have enough money in there. Now, Macari is the same thing. If you want to charge free shipping, they're going to deduct that from the item that you sell. So if you sell an item for, like up here, we use the same, for instance, up here, for $10, all right, they're going to take their 10%, which is $1, okay, for their things. Their taxes go by 7%, which would be 70 cents. They're going to take out of that $10. The only thing is they don't deal with PayPal. So I think they, with debit or credit cards or something like that, they might now deal with PayPal. When I first started Macari, I don't believe they did, because I started with Macari about not quite a year ago. I'm going to say maybe 6 or 7 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. But I don't believe they deal with PayPal, but I think they do now, because I remember seeing it up on the site for Macari. So you can deal with PayPal. If they do, then PayPal is also going to take their fees out of there. So you'll end up with $10 minus 70 cents, 10 minus 70 minus 50 for PayPal fees, and then the $3 that you say you bought, you would make a profit of $5.80 off of Macari. Okay, now as far as Macari goes, I think it's a flat 10% that they charge, like eBay, regardless of how much you charge the item. You can have an item for like $1,000. All right, they're going to charge 10%, which they're going to get $100 right off the top of that $1,000 that something sold for. So that's how they make their money. Now, Poshmark is a little different. Okay, Poshmark, on a $10 item that sells. Now, Poshmark, any item that sells, they charge shipping on it. So Poshmark, if you sell something for $10, they do a flat fee, which would be $2.95. So you have $10 for the item. All right, their flat fee is $2.95. The buyer has to pay for the shipping. You can offer like a discounted shipping price, which would be like $4.99, I believe, for a discounted shipping price. That you can do that. For me, I every once in a while, if they're buying more than one item, you know, like if they call it a bundle, if they bundle, say, like 2 items together or 3 items together, then I will offer them a shipping discount of like $4.99, $5.99, whatever it is, or a certain percentage. I'll say, hey, you know, I'll give you a 5% discount on, you know, on the shipping or something like that. So, but if it's only one item, they have to pay the $2.95 because you don't pay any shipping on that whatsoever. So the buyer has to pay for the shipping on that. And then you also have to take out for your taxes, which is the 7% in ours. But what I like about Poshmark is they already figured that in. I believe Macari does too. So if you have an item that sells for $10, they're going to pay $2.95. The buyer's going to pay $2.95 for the shipping plus the $10. And then Poshmark will automatically figure what the taxes are going to be on that. So all you have to do is write down, okay, they took taxes out of this, say for $1.10 out of this item. So you write down the date, you write down the amount of the taxes are. So this way you're set for the end of the year for when you file your taxes and stuff. As far as that goes, like I said, Poshmark is good for clothing, accessories. I think they're into like, you know, like you can do like makeup and stuff like that, or makeup bags, makeup brushes, actual makeup, all that stuff. And now Poshmark is, I think, it's getting into like home items, certain home items that you can sell up on Poshmark now. So Poshmark is very good for clothing and accessories and stuff. Anything that I had put on Poshmark that has to do with clothing or accessories, I sold everything that I had up on Poshmark. Right now I don't have anything on Poshmark because it all sold. So I don't have, sometimes the things will sit there, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll, you know, like the one thing that I had up there, I had a pair of shoes, brand new pair of shoes. They were, because they were white, and a lot of people don't like clothing or accessories that are a white color because it gets dirty too fast, you know, that sort of thing. So they sat up on Poshmark for a while, and I discounted them down a little bit, and finally they just sold like the other day. So that just sold and everything the other day. They sold, for instance, they sold for $9. Poshmark took the flat fee and all that, took the sales tax and everything out. I'm getting, my profit is like $6.05. That's what my profit is out of a $9 sale. So Poshmark is good. Like I said, with the clothes and stuff, that's your best way to go if you have any kind of clothing or accessories. Definitely Poshmark is the way to go for that one, because they will sell quick regarding of what it is. Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Now, I use Facebook Marketplace for the bulkier items and the bigger items that are going to cost way too much money to ship. It's free to list. Don't cost you anything to list. Free to list. And there's no fees. I apologize, guys. My batteries went in my camera. So, as I was saying, Facebook Marketplace, free to list, no fees. They're great for your bigger, bulkier items that are going to cost way too much to ship, and
buyers are not going to want to pay high shipping prices. So like I did, like last month, I had 2 oak end tables. In the space that we live in, they were just way too big and bulky into a space. So I put them on Facebook Marketplace. I offered $35 for both of them together. I could have gotten more, but I wanted them to sell quick. I had them for a long time. They just didn't fit in the space anymore because the space is way smaller. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to put them on Facebook Marketplace, put a price of $35 on them, and hopefully, they sell. Within 4 days of putting them on Facebook Marketplace, sold and got my asking price for them of $35. So that money you saw when I was doing my savings tracker. So this is definitely a great way to sell items that are your big and bulky items that are still in good condition, gently used, but it's still in nice condition, and you can throw them up on there and it's not going to cost you anything. No fees, free to list. That's your best way to go. But these are the platforms that I deal with. Mercari is good for just about anything. It's like eBay. You could put toys, you could put clothing, accessories, household items, pretty much anything like that. Facebook is for your big bulkier items. If you have like big pieces of furniture that it's going to cost too much to ship, that would be your best way to go, would be Facebook Marketplace to put those there. It only deals in this pretty much the state that you live in. So that's a great way to go for bigger, bulkier items. Poshmark's a great way to go for all your clothing and accessories. Mercari is another good way to go for anything else. eBay, like I said, they changed a lot over the years, and like I said, I only put something up on eBay which I know is going to sell quick. There's certain items on eBay that will sell quicker than Mercari or Facebook or something, but that's how I only deal with them on certain items. I deal with Mercari for other things, toys and things like that, Poshmark for all the clothing and accessories, and Facebook Marketplace for all the bigger, bulkier items that's going to cost way too much to ship. But that's how I do this here. And like I said, I've slacked off quite a bit over the past couple of years, but I still post every now and then, for things. Like I said, the one thing I had on Poshmark just sold the other day. That was the last item that I had on Poshmark. Right now, I have nothing on any of the platforms at the moment because I haven't bought any new stuff. Now, I do have a couple of things that I could throw up that are with Christmas coming. There's a couple of toys, some blind bags and things like that I have that I can put up on probably eBay and Mercari. And because with Christmas coming, those items are brand new, and I know they'll go quick because people are starting to buy things for Christmas gifts. But that's it with how I do with reselling. I started with just stuff around the house first, and then I gradually worked myself up to buying different boxes from different reselling places. Thrift stores is a great way that you can go and buy certain items that are brand new, like new condition, and try to reflip them and resell them. I mean, that's where I would go. Start off small, like I did. That's how I did, was start off small, and then I gradually worked myself up to buying these case boxes now to resell on Mercari and Poshmark and eBay and Facebook Marketplace. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. I know it's a little different. It's usually something that I normally don't do on my channel, but I did get a couple of requests of people wanting to know how, with the reselling and stuff. So I figured I'd do a quick video, which it turned into be a long video. I apologize for that. And I just, show you a couple of different platforms, what they charge, what the fees are, and best way where to put the items on what platform where you would probably do a better at that would sell it quickly. Like I said, some things will sit on there, some things will sell quick, depending on what you have, depending on the condition, depending if it's brand new, like new, gently used. That all accounts into selling something. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into it, but if you're only going to start it as like a hobby in the beginning, then I suggest just selling a few things you have around your home that you are no longer using, see how that goes, and then progress from there. But that's it. That's how I got started, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. If you go out, please stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys in the next video. God bless. Bye.